Alright everyone, it's Matty here, the Alt Golfer, and in this one is a behind the scenes footage from my first ever YouTube live and my first ever custom fit. See the full fitting, links down in the bio. If not, you can head over to their channel, Precision Golf. Also, you're able to find some great content on there. Stuff from club fitting to other YouTube live videos to fitness, basically everything to do with golf. Just want to say a massive thanks to everyone down at Precision Golf for basically doing this YouTube live with me and doing the custom fit as well, which was incredible. It was a long day, but it was a brilliant day. So I'm looking forward to getting my clubs, can't wait. That's the next video that we're going to be doing when I get my new clubs, will be a new what's in the bag. They are absolutely beautiful, I can't wait. I'll put a link down in the bio as well to the spec and the clubs that I got, and then when they arrive I will do a video on that as well. So without further ado, let's get on with the video.
Okay, so I'm just here for you, buddy.
Good afternoon. Hello to everyone, hope you're all well. It's this Friday, it's dry, which makes a change. Here with Matty, Alt Golfer's Instagram handle, and any of you that's watched any of Matty's channel, you'll know how passionate he is about his golf and about us. So
Yes, yeah, very much so.
So, going to have a run through Matty's bag. There's some interesting, I've done the specs on them already. There's some interesting elements in there that we'll come to as we go through, but yeah, have it all fly through and see what we can do.
Yes, yes.
So on a big journey to improvement.
Yes, big journey of improvement. I'm trying to get to scratch at the moment, so I was hoping. I've always enjoyed watching iron players, and people think, for instance, like Adam Scott, great to watch. And that's kind of why I've kind of went down that route, was just because then you've got your purest, hardest club that you can hit, and if you want to get a big ball striker, then learn how to use muscle backs, and that's it, because you've got no forgiveness.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking for that little bit of forgiveness.
I think it's better to start. I would much rather, as a junior starting to give them something that challenges them a little bit, because actually you learn to find the middle. You learn what the middle of the face feels like. You learn. There's a bit of almost it's self heals in that, because you've got to find the middle of the face. You do. Whereas if you go too forgiving, actually you can get away with too much. So actually, from a technique point of view, you've probably done yourself a favour by having those. It's much better to go not very forgiving to go, oh, these are really easy, than the other way around can be a massive challenge. So definitely not a bad thing to start with.
So here we're just going through the bag, looking at all the clubs individually. They've all been weighed, they've all been measured, the loft and lines have all been checked on as well. So it's pretty mad to see how in depth they go into the actual fitting process here.
Mitsubishi the Tensei AV in the driver, but where the fairway shafts are shorter, so even if you took the same shaft, you're trimming them shorter, it's going to be lighter in the fairways than the driver, because the weight's always gauged around the uncut length. So the moment you shorten it, you're taking mass off. So you're actually going the equivalent of probably 10 grams, at least 10% lighter in the fairways with that shaft than it would be in the driver, because you're cutting another 2-3 inches off the club. And there's a typo in that, which I'm just going. Current focus. Or latest focus.
Latest thing. So over the last couple of lessons, we've just been working on sort of hip rotation. Also a bit of sort of like weight within my feet as well. Before I used to transfer a lot onto the backswing, onto the back foot. So just getting that, not so 100% zero, so getting that there, and then
into that side.
Yes, yeah. Before I was very much kind of loading onto this side of and then not, and then sort of swaying a bit, and that was one of the focus, and also just getting a little bit, just a touch shallower. I find a lot of the time as I go up the bag, I get steeper.
Closing towards the top end.
Yeah, towards the top end. So as I go up, so with longer irons, just getting that little bit shallow, just a touch shallower and coming in, and just sorting a little bit of like path as well, because I've been going swing pass coming out left a lot.
It's a very clean pair of shoes as well.
They're actually brand new. I bought them today actually.
If they weren't, I'd have wanted to know what you used to clean them.
Yes. so happy about that. The first one out of I had a nightmare last night. I thought I was going to hosel it on the first one. So,
so has that been a lack of sleep?
Little bit lack of sleep, yeah, a little bit nervous today. So settling now.
You said you played a little bit when you were younger. Was that what got you into golf originally?
It was my mum. My mum actually. So my dad got my mum into golf, and then dad stopped playing, and then my mum carried on, and then that was kind of like my after-school treat really. And then I got into it about sort of, well, I was like 13 when I started, and then played through till 19, 20. Stopped for like 10, 12 years, and then picked it up about 2 years ago. So yeah, it's been going well. Going well.
From where you are now, have that little bit more of a forward move, whereas at the moment they're right on the top end of what they can withstand, essentially.
Right.
So as you can see from a swing line point of view, paths 2 degrees into
So
out.
I've taken about 6 or 7 shots here with my original irons, and here's all the information from it, gathered by the TrackMan, which we can now use to help us in fitting me with some new irons.
Compression, but you're squeezing the ball, you're on top of it, and so you get a good efficiency, good smash, good energy transfer. So spin's fairly neutral. Wouldn't want it, because you've got the lower launch angle, wouldn't want it much lower. But that lower launch angle gives you a really nice strong flight if you're going playing in wind. But as you rightly say, at the top end of the iron set, it's going to be coming in like an extra set. So that's actually where the old school lofts actually work for you, because they help keep a little bit of flight. So we don't want to be going to some low loft cannon. Otherwise, it's just going to turn your 6-iron into a 4-iron.
Right. Yeah.
So,
okay. Got you.
So, but generally, there's a lot of good stuff there. Club face control looks good. It's just at a point now where I would look at this and go, yeah, there's nowhere left to go with them. We need to give you something to develop with and into a little bit more, rather than you're going to start to have to kind of place the club on the ball rather than turn through it. So that's really, it's sort of future-proofing them. And actually, they wouldn't have been, especially once you've got that weight on the heads, they would have been a nightmare without the weight on the heads. There'd been no way of stopping them getting kind of overplane and shutting down, and then you've got to steer it open and back off it and all that. That's probably where some of the thins are coming from, because the weight on the head it won't pull you down to the bottom of the ball.
Right.
So that's where sort of the flip left and the thin comes from. So sometimes if it doesn't go right, it's good, because at least with each of these changes, we're kind of notching up each variable and saying, right, good, bad, bad, and that really zoning on.
So far, the nicest one was before we went up. Yeah. That was the nicest one.
It certainly looked. So from my point of view, what I'm looking for is it just to look simple. Yeah. The better it is, the more it's just letting you move and everything's working as a unit. So it starts to look much. It's a bit like everyone says in sport, we've got time. Yeah, it's just.
That's nice. It just feels like it's that little bit like.
And that one, I've exaggerated work down the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's like in cricket, batsman who's in form and in balance has so much time to play shots. So in golf, it kind of looks like there's all the time in the world to drop the club through and stay. Essentially, we stay in frame and in posture better. Yeah. So everything then looks really simple, because you're not in your own way, you're not fighting anything. So the better the. And that's normally only 1 or 2 points. So if you're going 3 or so is a big change. So gone up a little bit more in weight. Yeah.
That felt lovely.
As one of my golf players would say, well, if you meant to do that, that's quite good.
Yeah. I can feel it as I'm coming down and wanting to go on that inside part. You can just feel that club.
The followers getting there on its own, Because then it just, once everything else equalises, it allows you just to move through the ball, and then it's just a question of how committed, how strong a swing is natural to making you want to make. Yeah, so going up in weight, so where your current one's around the 110, 108 to 113, that's 120.
Right.
So we've now just shifted weight up, we'll push it a little bit. Yeah.
So this one is a head.
So here's some of the live footage from the actual YouTube video. We're just going through the driver here, just basically trying out my existing driver, seeing where it goes, how it works, and then we can then start fitting it with a new shaft. Titleist drivers and things like that. And the feel of it, I've tried the Stealth. I don't like that. It's just too dead off the face for me. I like what I like about this is it's got that sort of that explosive feel when you strike it out the centre. You just feel that like that pop and that drive from it. Happy with that. That's all right.
Yeah.
But like you said, I can see it's still very driven low. That's my typical sort of.
It's not really low. It's strong, mid to strong, but it's not crazy low.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think I've got this set at
Standard.
yeah.
A1.
10, yeah.
Little toey?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like sometimes my biggest issue with my driver is that I get little kind of like here, and not sort of keeping that foot. I just feel like if I have this a bit more planted down, that it generally helps my swing a bit better. I think that's
it'll give you space. So if you get same thing I've always had. Yeah, it's very similar to you were saying earlier. I've always moved that way, and then blocked in there. And if you do that, you've got no space. So you can keep that. So kind of look, I'm trying to stay there. Keep that foot down as I push back up, which gives you space to drop it in. So that, along with that sort of slightly shallowing, that's going to create you much more room to shallow out and collect it.
Right.
So I know that because it's exactly what I'm doing. Except I hook the bejesus out of it, I get it right. Okay, so a little bit heely, so it's geared it off. Actually, swing line very neutral. Okay, I'll give it one more of that. Good hit, one. Good hit. A little lower that one, but good hit. Okay. So one of the things that, based on where your irons are and angle of attack and things, I was expecting to see the angle of attack more downward than that. No, so it's only at 1.5 degrees. Yeah. So yes, optimally we want it flat or a little bit up. Yeah. But actually at 1.5, because you're very neutral on your delivery line, that's fine. Yeah. So it's not got a down and a glance across, which then creates bucket loads of spin. Yeah. It's neutral and slightly squeezed. So yes, it pulls launch angle down a little bit, and retains a bit of spin, but it's only a bit. So actually, you're kind of those ones that 10 launch and 2 and up. We're just going to go back onto that other screen. And if I pick that one, from a flight point of view, well, if I put it on total, that's a pretty good flight. Yeah. So based on everything we've done, it's light and not a lot of feel for the head. Yeah. We're not head heavy, but we're on the stronger side, weight-wise, with a bit of feel for the head. Right. So it's not one of those, it couldn't be further from what we want to do, but it's not exactly close. Just coming back down a couple of grams. So just coming just sub 70 grams.
It's almost like, it looks like a steel shaft that's been in there with the
that sort of iron finish. Iron finish, yeah.
So anything being, maybe it's the favour a little bit on your side. So what that would sort of tell you is your dynamic way of drawing the ball, the way of drawing it.
if I can't improve on like the wedge, if I can't improve on this, if I can't improve on this, then
Yeah.
as he nukes one down the middle. So I was just thinking, so he's going to hit this dead down the line. So you look at it and go, well, this one's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different.
I'll see one more. Right?
A little bit like touch feels a little bit lighter.
Does it sit a bit better in that setting?
Yes.
Yeah. Better ball speed straight away.
Yeah. That felt lovely, that one. Really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's where it ends up being, it's still a very reliable shot.
Yeah.
And then I think a bit like we're saying with the driver on the fair is as you get that bit shallower onto it, it's going to take angle of attack from 5 to about 3 and then pick the flight up a little bit. Certainly a good place to see one more there. That looked just so much easier through.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that looks like you just hit.
Yeah.
Repeat.
It's lovely. That's
So
really nice.
slightly faded, but that's then got the flight and the spin right up there.
Yeah.
So in terms of where we'd look for this to be, to give you a little bit of softness when it lands.
Yeah.
So bear in mind that's faded a bit. Like 3.7, 3.8 spins, that's 3.9.
Yeah.
So, and it's picked the launch angle up a degree. So you're then getting plenty of height and plenty of stopping power. D0 and D2.
Yeah.
And half inch shorter than they would be most of the time. So.
They just feel so small now.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's again, it's about with the wedges you want to use the weight to play the shot.
Yeah.
I think if we get that dead weight up there, where does it take us to? Yeah, so give you some weight and straight away that's squared up. Whereas with the lighter one, it's outright. So
Yeah.
again, but it's ironically it's the weight that's taking you through the shot. So you can it's the momentum build up and then the weight of the club that creates the release. So that's the bit that allows you just to turn back, turn through, and off it goes.
Right.
So yeah, what we can see is that it's 56 rather than 58. We've got the same amount of spin.
Right.
So it's less loft and proportionately a little bit more spin relative to loft,
Okay.
which is good. Yeah, so it's not drifting off right at all, which is good. Okay, let me take a little bit of weight back on that. So see if we well lasted out. Yeah.
That's it.
So I think what's good is there's a tangible difference. I think for where your game's at, we can say right, the next step. These are really going to help make the next step on. So for where your handicap's coming down and you're just getting smaller and smaller margins of error out of the course.
Yeah.
This should help us to kind of blend that together. I mean, the same swing feel all the way through the set works all the way through the set rather than standing going, right, what do I do with this club? What do I do with that club?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a wedge.
Yeah, that's it.
So should be good moving forward. So hope everyone's enjoyed it. Any questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Either of us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now he's going to use the gym.
Yes. Yeah.
So
If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, a subscribe will be much appreciated at the moment. Got some good content coming hopefully for the future. I'm off to Turkey, which would be great. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get on the Nick Faldo course out there. Thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, subscribe. Peace out.